Do you feel like tearing your hair out at your plummeting likes, reach, and engagement on LinkedIn and Instagram? Well, this video is for you because I'm going to talk about how you can become algorithm proof and no longer a slave to the social media systems, so you can grow your business regardless of how many likes, comments, engagements that you get. And if you're wondering who am I to speak on this subject, my name's Burgess. I'm a business coach to heart-led coaches, and I help them become more powerful in their being, more potent in their coaching, and more profitable in their business. Now, if you look at me on social media, my links are below, you'd probably think I'm a bit of a failure. I've got 1,600 followers on Instagram, around 7,000 on LinkedIn, but only around 500, maybe 1,000 of those are within my ideal client avatar. However, regardless of this, I grew my very first coaching business to 30K months and my second coaching offer to 200 grand in its first year. And I'm set to double that in its second year at least. And this is all with a handful of likes, a handful of comments, and really low impressions because of what I'm about to share with you. Now, before I get into that, I want to share something that I've been seeing because I'm hearing a lot of coaches complain to me that, impressions are down, reach are down, likes are down, comments are down. Like, what do I do? Sort of tearing their hair out. And I think they've forgotten that they are a coach wanting to build a profitable business and become an authority rather than an influencer. And it's a really, really important distinction to make because an influencer is looking for reach and engagement and number of eyeballs with their content. Whereas as an authority, a thought leader, you want to design your content to build authority, to build thought leadership, to build aha moments, to build relatability and connection, and to create intrigue, and that intrigue leading to the next step. Now, an influencer doesn't care who follows them. It just cares about the numbers, and those numbers are adding to the engagement. Whereas in a thought leader authority, you want to care about the quality of people that are following you, and you want to design your content to speak directly to them at the stage they're at and not worry about anyone else. In fact, in your content, you want to actually repel others that aren't in your ideal clients. You want to have depth of relationship rather than breadth. An influencer only creates content that puts them as the hero of the journey. Their content is around, here's what I did today, here's what I ate today. Whereas with authority, you want to position yourself as a guide and your audience as the hero of the journey. So your audience feels seen, feel understood, and feel like you get them. An influencer only creates content that leads to friends and people liking them. Whereas an authority, a thought leader, is okay being disliked, is more concerned about building thought leadership, standing for something, and having an opinion. An influencer chases all the trends. An authority only uses trends if it's relevant and it helps their audience. So now you know the difference between an influencer and an authority, a coach that's building a profitable business. Here's how to become algorithm proof. So the first step is building what I call a content conversation engine, because there is a truth in building a coaching business. That is, if you have no conversations, you have no business. And I think coaches have confused connections or followers with having a connection, relatability, or relationships. But no relationship has been built outside of a conversation. No conversations, no business. So one of the biggest purposes of your content is to create conversations. That's why I call it a content conversation engine. Your content is designed to facilitate big aha moments, create intrigue, and then specifically designed call to actions that lead to the next step and starting a conversations. We use those conversations to then nurture and take to the next stage. But without conversations, we have no business. Now, if you want my free training on how to create a content conversation engine, check out the link in the show notes and the description, and it will be there for you. The second way to become algorithm proof is create core identity marketing. Now, this is about specificity. This is about using tangible, real examples rather than range and breadth. So for an example, you could say, learn to love yourself. This is more influencer type content. On the other hand, you could say something like, start prioritizing yourself by creating loving boundaries with confidence and clarity and compassion. Now, that is more influencer or thought leader type content because that's specific and tangible. What you want to think about is dog whistle marketing versus megaphone marketing. You want to be potent and direct. As Dan Kennedy says, you want to enter the conversation going on in your client's mind. The third way to become algorithm proof is building a high value asset engine. Now, the purpose of this is to take people off platform into your world so you can have a one-to-one conversation with them. Now, the best way to build trust with your audience is to get them results in advance. And this is what we want our high value assets to do. We want to use them to get them off platform into our world, into our free community or our newsletter, and use our newsletter to get them real results in advance. That is the best way to build trust. You want to become someone so useful, so valuable that they look forward to your content. They look forward to your videos or your newsletter. That's how to become authority and algorithm proof so people will stay in your world. Because with this high value asset engine and this nurturing engine, what will happen is if you stay consistent with it, people that you spoke to 9 months ago will say yes at the same time as someone who you spoke to 6 months ago and 3 months ago and 2 months ago. And suddenly your business can exponentially grow. Like if you look at my very first coaching business where I coached high performing men, my first 6 months were pretty average. I was doing like 3K, 5K, maybe the odd 7K, back to 2K. But then in the second half, because I was so consistent with high value content, with my newsletter, things started to explode. Now they did a 10K month and a 20K month and then a 30K month, all in the last few months of the year, because I was so consistent with this nurturing engine. Now, the final way to becoming algorithm proof is creating bingeable content. You want to become so valuable that people go to you to consume your content and they find themselves going down the rabbit hole in your world and literally binging all of your content. I've had coaches become clients recently, literally after 2 days of being in my world, because they consumed so much content in those 2 days. They binged all my content that they just knew that I was the person for them. This is a big goal of your content. And how we do that is create big aha moments, help our clients feel understood and seen, enter the conversation going on in their mind, creating intrigue, which leads to the next step, and then using the systems to nurture those people further and deeper into our world. Google have found that your audience need to spend around 7 hours consuming your content before making a buying decision. So the faster we get them to the 7 hours, the quicker they'll become a client. Now, that's not true with everyone. Some people are quicker, some people are slower, but I've seen that with this system, this engine, people can become clients very, very quickly if you are creating real value and getting them real results and facilitating those big aha moments. Now, if you want help building out this system, building out this engine, drop me a message on LinkedIn or Instagram. The links are below with the message brainstorm, and we can brainstorm how to build out this system, this engine for you and your business. Sending you so much love. I hope this has been useful. Below this and around my page, there'll be other videos again that will be super useful in helping you build your business, become more powerful in your coaching and more profitable in your business. Sending you so much love, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.